Hello everyone, welcome back to my SAP ABAP Tutorial Series. Let me clarify that this is a fast track course so that you can learn and be ready for interviews within 2 to 3 months. This course is for beginners as well as for experienced persons. Later on, I will create a tutorial series with a more detailed manner. As of now, if you are in a hurry and if you want to fast learn the ABAP coding, then you can go with this fast track course. And in the previous class, we learned how to create database table, data element, and domain, and how to enter records to our database table. So today we will discuss about standard database tables. Okay, SAP standard database tables. So what do you mean by standard database tables? Standard database tables means it is nothing but it is defined by SAP. It is defined by SAP. We are not going to create these tables. These tables are already defined by SAP. So as we know, there are a lot of modules in SAP. So we will see some standard tables of different modules which we are going to work in a real time as a developer. So whenever you work in any company, you have to work with any module so that as a developer, suppose you are working as a developer for SD module or MM module or FICO module, you get some enhancement. So you have to use this database tables, these standard database tables, and you have to give the requirement to your client. Okay, so let's check for SD module first. What do you mean by SD module? Sales and distribution. Okay, sales and distribution is SD module. So what are the standard tables? There are a lot of standard tables are there, but we will see only VBAK. What do you mean by VBAK? VBAK table is sales order header table. Okay, VBAK is sales order header table. VBAP is sales order item data table. Now the term comes header and item table. What do you mean by header table and what do you mean by item table? Okay, header data table contains the data which is applicable for all line item, all the items. Okay, suppose this is a bill. Okay, you are going to shop, any shop, and you purchase some of items. Okay, then you get the bill. Okay, then you get the bill. At the top of the bill, you have shop name. Okay, shop name, number, bill number, and date, and here GST details. So these are called header details. Okay, this is applicable for all the line items. Suppose you buy 5 items. Okay, you buy 3 items. Suppose you buy 3 items. Okay, A, B, C. You buy these 3 items of amount 100, 200, 300. So these header details is applicable for all these items. Where you buy these items? From this shop. On which date? On this date. Okay, what is the bill number for these items? This is the bill number. Okay, so this is called your header data and this is called your item data. These things will stored in a table called header table. Okay, and these all are things are stored in a table called item table, and these two tables are linked with each other. Okay, what is the ratio will be there? 1:n ratio. One header with n number of line items. Okay, so what are the tables for SD modules? We are going to see. We will see for VBAK, which is your sales order header. VBAP is your sales order item data. VBRK is your billing header. For example, this is your bill and this is your billing header. And VBRP is for billing item. So these are your billing item. So we will see in our SAP system regarding this 4 table first. Let's go to our SAP easy access screen. So what is the transaction code for our ABAP data dictionary? SE11 is our transaction code. So in the previous class, we created database table, which is called Z table. Okay, which is called G table because we have created that table and we gave name to the table starting with Z. Okay, so we created this Z employee 1 table, I guess. Let's see, display. So yeah, we have created these tables with 4 fields. How many fields? 4 fields: employee ID, employee name, age, and salary. So this is called G table or custom table. This is not SAP standard table. What we are going to see today? We are going to see SAP standard table. So what is the first table name? First table name is VBAK. Let's go to VBAK. We'll type it as VBAK. We'll click on display. Okay. So what is the description of the table? What is the purpose of this table? This is a standard table, SAP standard table, and it will store header data. Okay, it will store header data. For which sales document? Header data. How many fields are there? There are 152 fields are there. How can we know? We can see here 152 fields are there in VBAK table. These are the fields: MANDT, VBELN, ERDAT, and rest of all. Okay, but in our custom table, in our G table, how many fields are there? We have created 4 tables. We can create many more fields also, but as of now we have created 4 fields. So in VBAK, how many fields are there? 152 fields are there. So now how can we see the content of this field? How can we see the content of this field? Here we have an option to select the contents. Okay, how many records are there and what are the things are there? We can, by clicking on contents, we can see the records. Let's see what are the records are there. Okay, now we will see number of entries. How many number of records are there? There are total 115 records in VBAK table as of now. In standard table VBAK, there are 115 records. Now we will see, we will execute the screen and we will see 115 records. These are 115 records. If we go down, we can see all the records of 115 records. Total number of records 115. Now, if we go back here, we have a field called maximum number of hits. Why we are going to use the maximum number of hits? Suppose we get a requirement to show only 10 records. To show only 10 records. We have 115 records, but we want to show only 10 records. So what we will do? We will put a filter on this field as 10. If we give 10 to the value 10 to this field, maximum number of hits, then after executing this report, we will get only 10 records. These are 10 records we are getting. Okay. Now if we go back and as you have already know these options, I have clearly explained in our previous class while creating entries to our G table. So what is this for? This is for display. This is for choose any field. Okay. These are for previous record, first column, and this is your last column, and this one is for next and previous, and this is for ascending, this is for descending. This option is for select all. If I click on select all, it will select all the records. If I click on this one, this is deselect all. This will deselect all the records. Okay. Now go back. So we have cleared about maximum number of hits. If I give 50, then how many records it will fetch? It will fetch 50 records from the VBAK table. Let's execute. Okay, now we are getting 50 number of records. Here we can clearly see selection restricted to 50 hits. So we will get only 50 records. Now go back. Now next is our width of output list. The 250 is the width. If I execute here, the number of fields we are getting, the number of fields, for example, client, sales document, created on, time, created by, valid from, this is our width. The entire length is called width. Okay, this is our width. How can we know that? This is our width. the entire length. How many records we are getting? So how many fields we are getting here? We are getting up to document currency with width of 250. Here we have the width 250, list width. With 250 width, we are getting up to field document currency. Suppose I want only 3 fields. Suppose I want only 3 fields or 4 fields. If I restrict the value to 30, then let's execute. I'm getting only 4 fields. I'm getting only 4 fields with width of 50. If I restricted the width to 50, I'm getting only 4 fields. Okay. So this is width of the output, and this is our maximum number of hits. Now, one more thing is there. Let's go back to our PPT. Now, VBAP, now we are in VBAK table. Let's check about VBAP table also. Okay. Again, we will go back. This is our VBAK is our header table, sales order header data. Okay. What are the header data? Header data is nothing but sales document, when it is created, entry time, okay, name of the person, okay, and document date. You can see these are the header details. Okay. This will applicable for all the line items present in the line item table. Okay. Now go back, we will see VBAP. VBAK is for a header, VBAP is for item. Now if I display, click on display. We will see VBAP, VBRK, VBRP, and for MM module means material management. MM module means material management. And what are the tables we are going to see in MM module? We are going to see MARA, MARA, that is our material master data. MARC, that is our plant data for material. MARD is for storage location. MAKT is for material description. Suppose you are working on MM module as a developer, then most of the time you will work on these 4 tables: MARA and MAKT, MARC and MARD. If you are working on SD module, then you will work on a lot of tables, but these 4 are important. If you are working in FICO as a developer, then you will work on vendor master, LFA1, KNA1 is your customer master, SKA1 is a GL master, BKPF and BSEC document header and document line item. You don't need to remember all the tables. Whenever you are working on a company, they will give you the details about the requirement, what are the tables you are going to work, and automatically after some time, after some experience, you will automatically remember this. As of now, just for practice purpose, just know these table names. Later on time, once you practice more and more, then you will remember all the details about standard tables. Now, if we go back to our SAP screen, so this is our item data. VBAP is the table name. Item data is our short description. Okay, sales document item data. How many fields are there? There are 357 fields are there. How many fields are there? 357 fields are there. If I go to contents, maximum number of hits currently is 200. We will restrict it to 20 records. Let's see how many records we will get and what are the details we will get. If I execute, we are getting 20 records. Okay, we are getting 20 records. That is, we can see the sales document item. These are the items. Okay, 10, 20, 10, 10, 10, 20. Okay, these are the item. These are the material name, MEB car, and the width is currently 250. If we restrict it to 30, 40, we will get the required number of fields based on our requirement. Okay, so we have seen VBAK, VBAP. Similarly, we can check for VBRK and VBRP also, which is our billing header and billing item table. Okay, let's see for VBRK and VBRP. Go back, go back. VBRK display. This is our billing document header data. Okay, how many fields are there? 117 fields are there. And if we go back for VBRP, how many fields are there? 231 fields are there. How many fields? 231 fields for item data, VBRP. Similarly, if we go for material management table, we can see Mara table display. General material data. What is the description of Mara table? Material data. How many fields are there? 244 tables, 244 fields are there. Okay. Similarly, we can see all the tables, okay, based on our requirement. Now, we will see more things about standard tables. We already have covered maximum number of fields and least width. Now, if we go back to our SAP Easy Access screen, let's say Mara table, we will go for content. Now, here we are getting material created by, and it is easy to understand. Suppose you are an end user. So you can understand easily that what you need to fill here. Material means you can fill material number. Created on means you can fill the date. Created by means you can fill the person name where you who has created this material or billing document or whatever. Okay, so you can understand easily as a end user. But as a developer, have you created like this? No, you have not created like this. You have created as a variable or as a parameter. Okay, as a input parameter, user input parameter. So we can call it as field description. This is the field, and we can call it as a field description or field label. But I want to display as a field name. How to do that? We will do that by setting format list, user parameter. Okay, settings, format, user parameter, and here we will currently we have selected field label. Okay, that is why we are getting as field description. Okay, that is why we are getting as created on, created by, material. If I select field name, whatever the field name we have given in our program, okay, whatever the field name we have given in our program, that will be shown. For example, while declaring the field, we have given the field name as data, not data, as it is an input parameter. So parameters P1 of length 5 and type C. So this is the field name. This is not field label. Okay. How to give the field label we have already covered in our previous class. You can go and you can watch the previous class while discussing parameters keyword and writing the program. We have while designing the selection screen and parameters, we have already discussed about this. You can go and you can watch that. So this is the field name, but in our scenario, what we are getting field label. So we will select field name here, and we will, okay, now we are getting the field name. What are the field name? MATNR, MATNR, ERSDA, ERNM. This is called field name. Okay, this is called field name, but it is not easy to understand for end user. End user will not understand. As a developer, we can only understand these values. Okay, so we have to, again, as for if you are giving it to end user, then you have to go to settings, user parameters, and you have to select field label. Okay, field label, so that end user can understand easily. Okay, now we have covered with no field name and field label. We have covered maximum number of fields. We have covered list width, and we have list width is for to restrict the number of fields. Okay, restrict number of fields, and this one is for restrict number of records. If I select 50, then I will get 50 records. If I select width as 50, then I will get only 4 fields, not 4 records, only 4 fields. Now, another way is there. If you want to select only 4 to 5 records, how to do that? We'll go there. We'll go to our SAP screen. We'll go to settings. Okay, we'll go to settings. We'll go to format list, and we can choose fields based on our requirement. So as of now, we have this much of fields. How many fields in Mara table? How many fields? We'll go back. So there are 244 fields are there. There are 244 fields are there for Mara table. But I don't want to display all the 244 tables. I want only the 4 to 5 important fields. Okay, how to do that? We'll go to contents. We'll go to settings. We'll go to format list. We'll go to choose fields, and we can deselect here. Okay, this is the option for deselect all, and this is the option for select all. Now we will deselect all. Suppose I want entity, the client, material number, and created on and created by. I want these 4 fields only in my screen. Okay, after that we will transfer and we will execute. So we are getting only 4 fields: client, material, created on, and created by. If I change to field name, what I will get? I will get here MANDT. Okay, MANDT, Metnar, ERSDA, I mean created on created date and created by. If you double click on this, you will get the field name. Okay, you will get the field name and field label. What is the field name? Field name is MANDT. Field label is client. This is for developer and this is for end user. So end user can easily understand. Okay, if I double click on MATNR, what is the field name? MATNR is the field name, and material number is the field description or field label. Okay, now you are clear with field name and field label, and settings, format list, choose fields. Settings, format list, choose fields. Why we are using settings, format list, and choose fields? We are using it to choose fields as per our requirements. Okay, as per our requirements. Suppose we want 5 fields, then we can choose 5 fields. Settings, format list, and choose fields. Okay, we have covered the field name and field label. We have covered this one as well, to choose fields, setting, format list, choose fields. Now we want to download this data. We have executed the report, I mean executed the table. We fetched out these records. Now we want to download this data, download this number of records. Okay, how many records we have chosen? We have record chosen 200. We can see here. Okay, you can see here 200 is there. 200 Mara selected entries are 200. Now I want to download this data. How will we download? We have to go to system, we have to go to list, we have to go to save and local 5. How to download? We have to go to system from the menu bar, then we have to go to list. Okay, then we have to go to save as a local file. If I select on local 5, I will get option of saving. Unconverted means it is a notepad. If you want to save it in a notepad, then it is, you have to select as unconverted. If you want to save it as a Excel, then you can select as a spreadsheet. If you want to select as a text format, that is your notepad ++ format. Okay, and this is your HTML, this is your GUI, web based, and this is your clipboard. Okay, so I will not download the data. You can practice when you have the demo system. You can download your data from your demo system. Okay. So I hope all the datas are cleared, all the concepts are cleared. So what we have discussed here, we have discussed about standard tables. Okay, we have discussed about standard table. What is standard tables? What is G table? Okay, what is G table? The tables which are we are created. Okay, what is G table? The table which we are created. In previous class, we have created Z employee one table, which is our G table or custom table. But these are SAP standard table. SAP standard table, as a developer, if you are working with SD module or MM module or FICO module as a developer, integrating with ABAP and SD module or MM module, you will get some requirement. In that case, you will have to use this standard tables. Okay, what are the tables for SD module? What are the tables for MM module? Okay, what are the table for FICO module? FICO means finance and controlling. Okay, finance and controlling. LF1 vendor master, KN1 customer master, SK1 GL master. You don't need to go into deep what is vendor master. All this you will get with requirement from your client with a clear understanding, and you can work on coding part using this table and respected fields of the table. Okay, so we have seen the standard SAP standard tables. After that, we cover the minimum the minimum requirement that you should know about standard tables, that is about maximum number of hits, least width, and how to choose your fields as per your requirement, and what is field name and what is field label. This is very important because in many interview questions, interviewer will ask you about field name and field label. Okay, field name and field label. So in many interview questions, you will get these questions regarding field name and field label. Okay, so please completely watch the video, and if you have any query, then please comment in the below, and I will try to explain the explain the issue in detail. Okay, now all these things I have covered. This is for display. Okay, and this is for ascending, descending. I have already covered this. What else we have? I have covered the field name and field label. Okay, number of entries, how to check how many number of entries in the field. Okay, in the table we can execute from here. So completely I have covered for SAP standard tables. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe the channel.